So you're in search of your new favorite
This
podcast.
is Dysfunctional Alliance, the podcast where psychology, sex, and survival intersect. And today, things are getting hot.
Wait, Nat, not that kind of hot.
Oh, I get it.
This is Nat. She can burn water and unpack childhood trauma. All before dinner.
That might be a little bit harsh. I've never actually burned water.
If you say so.
This is Dysfunctional Kitchen, and we're chopping it up literally and emotionally. Welcome to Dysfunctional Kitchen, where we get into the mess while we stir the pot. One childhood recipe and one raw conversation at a time. I'm your host, Nat, and our interview today is with one of my followers. His name is Phil.
How you doing? It was good.
Thank you so much for coming today, Phil. First things first, I'm going to ask you my question that I ask every single guest.
Okay.
And while I ask you that, while you're getting that out, while you're getting your answer out, we're going to do our appetizer, which is like kind of like caprese.
Okay.
But I didn't put basil in it because I don't really like basil that much.
Yeah, man, you don't like basil.
Yeah, I'm like not like a super big herbs girl.
Facts.
That's like one of my weird things.
Oh man,
I
love herbs.
It overwhelms my like sense. And so I get like really bad sensory overload. And I'm like, this isn't good. But basically it's these little cheese balls and there's so they're mozzarella cheese balls and little tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, and then there's balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and some like salt and pepper. I think I put like a little bit of garlic.
Oh, that sounds actually really good.
I'm glad, thank you. My first question for you is, do you think about psychology or sex more?
That's a great question. Probably, I would say 50-50,
Yeah?
to be honest.
Can you tell me like an example of when you'd be, like what occupies your mind most in both instances? So half of the time it's thinking about one or the other.
I would say probably psychology first, you know, because the more you know, it's like then you can kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so everybody had that, they get that urge, and it's like, okay, so if I'm on the psychology side, I'm like, do I really like this person, or am I going to answer that
Right.
DM?
Yeah,
Or
I
that
totally
text?
agree.
So,
So are you reading more into other people then, more than yourself?
I would say so, you know, because to know others is to know yourself, you know,
Yeah.
sort of like a reflection kind of thing.
I love that.
Because if you look at yourself, we kind of have similar tendencies, a lot of us.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I started off maybe like reading into other people. Wow, I really like that.
No, this is banging.
I started off like really reading into other people, and then I would be like, wait, I'm kind of like that. Like maybe I need to start thinking more about how I'm handling situations and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, it kind of like shifted my thought pattern a little bit, which is really nice.
Yeah, because you realize it's like, okay, I really don't even like this person. I'm just trying to get these rocks off.
Literally.
So, helps you avoid a lot of just embarrassing situations.
Yeah.
Because we've all had a couple, you know.
I feel like also when you do think about the psychology side of yourself and of others, it makes it, you're more likely to be like upfront.
Absolutely.
Like when you know what your thoughts are and what emotions you're feeling,
yeah.
you're like, you set your boundaries more firm.
Man, those boundaries are so important, you know, instead of sitting there, you know, dealing with this person you know is no good, you know, settling or for whatever the case may be. And like, and you know it, you know, and it's like, so once you set those boundaries, you know, it keeps your self-respect intact. You know what I mean? Because everybody's done that walk of shame.
1,000%. I totally
Man.
feel you. Okay. Can you tell me what your favorite childhood meal was, what we'll be making today?
Pizza. Well, it was tacos, but pizza, I would say, is my first core childhood memory.
Oh, I love that. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah. So, like, my mother, I'm the eldest of four. So she had me, she was really young, and she used to be a registered nurse. So she
sure.
couldn't always cook.
Yeah, that's a hard job, long hours for sure.
Absolutely, you know. And so pizza was like, to me, it was like a holiday. I'm like 6, 7, like pizza, like, and then she was so creative, bless her heart. You know, she would make a pallet on the floor, and you know, excuse me, I think Space Jam was out, and she would put on Space Jam for me all the time. And then
That is so cute.
So that was my first core childhood memory of pizza. So that's why I love it so much.
I love that so much. What were you putting on your pizza back then?
You know, if you start out with pepperoni, you know, pepperoni sausage if you're feeling fancy, you know. I started like other toppings like banana peppers and onions as I got older. You know, I love jalapenos.
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
Pineapples do go on pizza.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I am a firm believer that pineapples go on pizza. We're not putting pineapples on our pizza today, but maybe next time. So why don't you tell us what you're going to be putting on your pizza?
Well, today on my pizza, I'm going to keep it simple. You know, we're not going to go too crazy. I'm going to do sauce, you know, a little cheese, and I'm going for pepperoni, but turkey pepperoni. You know, we want to be Muslim, so that's why we're doing the turkey pepperonis. You know what I mean?
I love that. That's really awesome. Here is some sauce for you.
Okay.
We went really simple. I didn't make the sauce. I didn't hand make the sauce.
Yeah, that's all right.
But maybe it's nostalgic. Who knows? You know, I wasn't really a big pizza person when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't like red sauce. Like, I wasn't like a big red sauce person. And so I was just like, I'd rather not have it.
Okay.
Like, I would just... So everybody would be so excited to get pizza at like the birthday party or like just on a night at home. And I'd be like, yay, pizza.
Right.
Until I started eating like breakfast pizzas.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that.
I love a good breakfast pizza. So that's what I'm making today.
Okay.
And first, I have my crust here. I par cooked our crust, so they shouldn't get too crazy.
Okay.
Not too crackery like some crusts I've seen recently.
Oh yeah, that boy, he's up out of here.
You wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be one of those people that makes a crust that looks like that. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna make a cheese sauce. That's gonna be the base for the breakfast pizza.
Fancy.
And while I'm doing that, my next question for you is gonna be. Sorry, my screen is tweaking out.
You are good.
My favorite question for you is gonna be.
Uh-oh.
What kind of kid were you when you were what kind of kid were you? Like, how did you grow up? Were you quiet?
Man, you see the shirt, man. Got the Dragon Ball Z. Man, I was a nerd, you know. And I didn't really learn to appreciate it till I got into like high school.
Yeah.
Because I was really timid. I was really shy. So I was somewhere either drawing, playing basketball.
I love that. What type of stuff were you drawing?
Oh man, I was trying to draw Goku, or I was trying to draw basketball. I was really into basketball. Like, I just believed with all my little heart that I was going to the NBA. So I would draw a lot of, I would have like a photo picture of like, you know, Jordan or Kobe or LeBron Duncan. And I would look at it and I would try to draw the picture.
Oh, I love that.
Know.
That's super dope.
Yeah, stuff you used to do.
That's different.
Pre-cell phone era.
You know, whenever I was a teenager, this isn't pre-cell phone. It's just like no cell phone days for me because I was in like a residential facility. I was one of those crazy teenagers.
Facts.
And
Nothing wrong with
so
that.
I did not have a phone, but there was like a hair salon in this facility. And so we could like win prizes and get our hair done. You could like, get it colored and cut and like all types of stuff. And so one time they had a contest and it was like the best poster, like you had to make a poster or something. And I made my little poster and it was just like a screen or like a page with all of my favorite like Disney characters.
Okay.
And honestly, I ate that shit up. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I was pretty proud of it.
What were the Disney characters?
I think there was like there was Carl from Up. I think actually Carl and the kid maybe.
Nice.
Who else? Maybe Alice in Wonderland.
Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a bunch of them. I like kind of placed them all over, but I was like, I felt a little bit guilty because I was like, I did trace that shit. Like, and so I was like, I didn't really do it. And I was like, should I even enter this? Because I didn't I didn't draw my own picture. And everybody was like, girl, like you spent all your time doing it. It still counts. But I was so proud I did win that contest. And
You did win it.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, but I was honest. I was upfront. I was like, hey, listen, don't give this to me if it's just because you think that the skill of this drawing is amazing. Because I can't draw like that.
I traced this, boy.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I'm an honest person at heart. And so I won't take credit where it's not due.
Facts.
And so
Mad respect.
that was like my first kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? My first encounter with imposter syndrome, low key.
Okay. What age was that?
I was like, how old was I when I was in there? Like 16, 17.
Okay.
I was like kind of grown, not literally grown, but you know, like
teenage grown.
yeah, like I was, yes, teenage grown, exactly. Like I thought I was grown.
Okay.
But yeah, that was quite a time. I just wanted to mention that I can't draw, but I can win prizes for it.
That's all right. Shoot, you know, fake it till you make it. You know, something.
You know, fake it till you make it is literally like the key to my life because I did not have a lot of confidence when I first started dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
I was like really shy and like I was like, oh my gosh, what if nobody likes me? And just like I was really insecure. And I was also like freshly out of a relationship that was his goal, was to make me feel like not attractive, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I was like freshly out of that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And then after a few days, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fake it until I make it. And so I started pretending like I was super confident. And by the end of it, I was like, I can't believe I was pretending.
Wait a
I
minute.
forgot that was a joke.
Let me find out I'm the shit. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I actually did that.
I feel that.
Yeah, that really that got me. Fake it till you make it really got me out of my imposter syndrome. Shout out to that little phrase. Such a little phrase made such an impact.
What do they call that? That that manifestation. You know,
Say it again.
What they call that manifestation? All
Yeah,
that type of deal.
Yeah, it's like the law of assumption.
Law of attraction.
A law of assumption.
Law of assumption. Okay.
It's like, what you know is yours will come to you, basically. So like you assume that it is the case, and then it is the case. What the heck? This stove? I'm still learning the stove, guys. It's really confusing.
Yeah, that boy look like a transformer over there.
It really is. It's like, it's so high tech. It's really nice. And like, once you know how to use it, it's cool as fuck. But if you don't know how to use it, it's a bit of a stressor, not gonna lie.
Look like you can connect your Bluetooth up to that dang thing.
I feel like I need more heavy cream, and I don't have more heavy cream. So I don't know. Guys. I don't know what the next step to this is.
About to remix it.
We're gonna, I'll add what's left in here. It was supposed to be for something else, but it is what it is. I actually do have more heavy or half and half cubbing, so maybe that'll be here soon. That would be really nice. But this is starting to look better. It's not as clumpy anymore.
Okay, yeah, getting it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think it was gonna be such a challenge to make this cream sauce. If I hadn't forgotten my heavy cream, this wouldn't be an issue. Also, I'm using a metal whisk on my nonstick pan. Don't do that.
Oh, you tripping? You gonna scratch up your? Oh,
don't do that, guys.
No,
That's
don't ever do that.
That's not great. That's not good hand keeping.
She is tripping.
I've looked in this freezer or this fridge like so many times, but I'm still going to check again just to see if there's something that I can use. And surprisingly, there's not. That's not really that surprising. But I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. Actually, I do know. I'm just going to continue. And if it doesn't come out good, I'll probably cry a little bit later, but
it's all right. You gotta let it out.
It'll be ready at least.
It's all right.
I'll be crying over a cooked breakfast pizza.
That's a first world problem.
Yes,
like that's
exactly.
I swear.
So here's what I'm gonna do. To the maybe kind of lumpy like roux that I messed up over here, I'm gonna add some of this whole grain old style mustard.
Oh.
That sounds like, it's like chunky in itself.
Okay.
I might be making poor choices, but
That
we're
might
see.
come out.
It smells fantastic, and I want to put it on a sandwich. I would love to put that on a sandwich. Wow, it smells so good. If you like mustard. If you don't like mustard, don't. It smells awful.
This takes me back to when I used to be a manager of Marco's Pizza.
Oh shit.
So this is giving me all the pizza flashbacks.
I love that. What was the most popular request that you got?
These, okay. I swear I just had a flashback like a war veteran. It was around the Super Bowl time, and it was like this extra pepperoni pizza, and they was ordering like the sheet pepperoni. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wanted the sheet pepperoni with extra pepperoni.
Oh,
and
shit.
it was like you expect it, but then when you go through it, we talking like a 7-hour rush, just nonstop moving. Just
that's insane. Wait, was it the one with like the cup pepperonis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those. I love those fucking cup pepperonis.
It was great pizza. It was a great pizza, but it's like even the stuff that you prepped for the day, you end up using that. You 4th, 5th hour in, you like, so somebody got to jump off the line, go to the back, get all the stuff.
Yeah.
Stretch the dough. It was an experience.
Was the dough really was handmade? Is handmade?
Yeah, it can be, but sometimes you can mix it. But like we handmade ours. Yeah.
Heard. Period.
It was a dope job. It really was. But it's like a lot of people would think like, oh, working pizzas, like, oh, that's easy. It's like, no, it's taxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure it is. I always say like you have to find a job that you are willing to be stressed out about. And that's like the way that I go about it. So when I start to freak out about work, I'm like, well, at least you're not stressing out about like getting to work on time. Or somebody yelling at you at a table.
Micromanaging.
Yeah. Heavy on the micromanaging. Sorry, I'm seeing what's the update on the half and half.
There we go.
Hopefully that will be here soon.
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that'll set it off.
So my next question for you is part of the reason that I reached out to you was because you do some stuff in the community and you have like a website in your bio that's talking about like uplifting and motivating.
Absolutely.
And things like that. My first question going into this is, can you tell me about the play you were in, like the production?
Oh, wow.
The community theater.
Yeah, I was in the play for the YMCA, downtown Cleveland, and the play was called Roots Through Ruin, and it was the first time I had ever done any type of acting, and I've been on the stage, doing music, rapping and stuff. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I got mad respect for people that do this camera thing.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And just
it really is such a different experience.
It was, and then it was crazy because like we went from 3 days a week to 5 days a week, and we were prepping for about 6 months, for this play. Like, oh God, like I'm thinking
That's crazy.
I'm thinking we're just gonna have a couple lines. You get in there, you get out. No, No, like it was they had, like we had to exercise, like all type of stuff, like, and
That's nuts.
it was crazy, you know. It was the first time, like
What was the play about?
it was about like they used the metaphor of a haunted house for people to like overcoming addiction and stuff like that.
That's dope. I love that.
And like so like each character had like a backstory, and like they were trapped in this haunted house and you're trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? And the
That's
Reaper
cool.
shows up, you know, and the only way you can get out is if you like, you know, realize how you got in type deal.
Damn.
Yeah, it was because I'm telling you, we thought this was gonna be just some like old rinky dink, you know, type of play, but it ended up like really like giving us a new perspective on just like perseverance.
I love that so that's super, super dope.
Yeah.
Have you been doing a lot of that? And how did you get into it?
That was actually my first time. How I got into it, it was actually through counseling.
Love that.
It was
Kind of like
yeah.
a coping skill? Or like just
My counselor, she recommended it for me, and I was not with it. You know, it was at like the beginning of this counseling stage, the therapy stage too. And you know, she was like, "Well, I think you do really well, you know, because I do, you know, I'm an artist, you know, I do all type of art stuff,
yeah.
you know, music, you know, acting now, writing, all type of deal,
Yeah, that's
rapping.
so cool. That's so cool.
So she figured, you know, try it, and I was like, whatever, what's the worst that could happen? And I actually I didn't make the part. My homeboy K, shout out K, hope you doing
Shout
your
out
thing,
K.
boy. He actually got the part because we did a
Heard.
scene together, and the scene that we did, they picked him over me.
Heard.
I was kind of salty because it was the first time I wanted to be chose for something. Because I'm that lone wolf type of dude.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And next thing I know, you know, I didn't hear from Kay. He ended up moving or something. And they called me up to the office like, yeah, you remember that play? I'm like, what about it? They was like, come to practice tomorrow. I'm like, what? Like that was, you know, it was crazy.
That's so lit. So you
Yeah.
ended up still getting to do it.
Absolutely.
What was your character like? Like what was his? Give us like a little synopsis of what you were playing.
He was the brother of, what was my brother's name? My boy Twine. He was my little brother in the play, and he was like in the streets, and you know he was always doing too much. You know, I'm trying to tell him, hey man, I need you to chill. And so like me and him,
You were the voice of reason, kind of.
yeah.
Cool.
It was because it was crazy how she wrote it. She took all of our entries from our creative writing journals, and that's how she wrote the skit, the
No
script.
shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. I love that.
Yeah, Cleveland Public Theater. Yeah.
That's super cool.
And so that was kind of our scene. It was like a flashback of that, and then that's how my character ended up in the haunted house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are there any more plays coming up that you'd want to be a part of or are going to be a part of?
No, I don't have any upcoming in the near future, but I most definitely would do it again.
Yeah.
Because I started out hating it. Like the one thing I loved about it, it knocked all of that anti Mr. Cool stuff out of you.
Hell yeah.
Because it made you, because if you want to give a good performance, you have to build the chemistry with those other cast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah, that really makes or breaks everything.
it was a great experience. I recommend it to anyone because like we literally like were beginners. You know what I mean? And we stuck it out, and I think that was the greatest thing about it all.
How did you end up in therapy, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh shit, you know, life is like a Tyler Perry movie.
It definitely is.
You know, just you know the story, childhood trauma. You know, then you get older and you end up doing dumb things yourself. You know, altering your course of your life. You know,
Yeah.
So you probably should have went years earlier. Excuse me, probably. But then you know, because I'm reaching 30, and I was like, okay, this can't go on another 10 years.
What was the emotion that you were feeling that you were like, this is problematic? Were you like an angry person? Were you like really depressed? Or
All-
like
all of it.
What were you
All of it.
heard?
Mostly you don't want to be a young bitter person.
Yeah.
So I was turning into one of those old men, like, get off my lawn, like.
Oh, heard.
You know.
Yeah, and that's when you were like, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't be one of those.
Because you have to recognize what the pattern was, and I think that was part of the emotion. That was the hard part, starting out, because once you start like peeling back the layers like an onion, you realize like, damn, I might have been the problem like 86% of the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure. It's really, I love to hear you say that, because I feel like a lot of people, well, a lot of men won't even go to therapy in general, but they definitely don't. Even if they do, some of them won't take it seriously, and they won't take the accountability of definitely not saying like, I might have been the problem the majority of times. You know, that's pretty big of you to, pretty mature of you to say.
If you really want to solve what the problem is, you know, you have to come to that conclusion.
For sure.
Because that's one thing that's always irritated me. Even when I was out being a fool in the streets and stuff, I'm like, I hate it when people couldn't take accountability.
Yeah,
but
for
then
sure.
I'm right there with them doing the same thing. So you see what I'm saying? So once I start looking at it like that, and it's like, so if you really want any type of forward progress in your life, you're gonna have to like look in the mirror, you know, and it really like it helps. And it's actually, I recommend therapy to anybody and any type of counseling, because it's not going to take as long as you think. Like,
hell yeah.
it's don't get me wrong, it's a never ending. You're gonna battle it for the rest of your life, for real. But the progress that you make at such a fast rate when you actually just go in there and you don't lie to yourself, it's like, it's so revealing, for real. So I recommend it to anybody.
Hell yeah. Thank you for recommending that. I feel like maybe some people out there will see that and be like,
man,
I feel like that's talking to me.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about what your goals are with your website and like trying to motivate. I know there was like a pretty heavy focus on young Black men and helping them
absolutely.
like grow. And so my question for you is, what do you think has been hard for you as a Black man in America that you'd like to teach like even your younger self?
That is a wonderful question.
Thank you.
Probably just understanding that you fight in a race that you were like designed to lose, you know, in the form of inadequate education, you know, lack of resources, you know, the inner city, like living in an apartment complex and there's no grocery store and they have to eat gas station food. You know what I mean? For sure. In the public school, you know, little kids 6 and 7 years old riding the bus, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think little Black boys see that at like 8 or 9 years old. Yeah. You know, as opposed to their friend over here, you know, who's in an affluent neighborhood. Yeah. And it's a completely different universe.
I remember the realization that like my friends had like way more than me. Even my friends that didn't have a lot, like they were still so much further ahead. And I remember how crazy of like a feeling that was for me. Yes. Because I was like, damn, like I thought like maybe you were kind of like me, but like actually you're one of them. Not in like a bad way, but just like wow, this is so eye-opening. Maybe it's a bit worse than I thought it was, I guess.
It's like, Jimmy, I thought you was with us. Yeah. I thought you was with us.
So here's the issue I've run into, guys. Since I didn't have enough cream, I was like, maybe if I add some more butter, it'll get like something good will happen. And I don't think that's what happened at all. But honestly, I'm not gonna like keep waiting. We're just gonna test it out. I'm gonna use what I made for the breakfast pizza, and if it's not good, then I know for next time. I mean, I kind of know for right now, because just get the cream. Like if you have heavy cream and you're like, I want to make that breakfast pizza she made, use that. Like don't do do as I say, not as I do. Because right
Facts.
now I'm soaking up butter out of this pan because it's just loose butter. There's nothing binding it. So mistakes were made, and we'll see how this goes.
That was part of life, you know?
Yeah. My real hope is just that it doesn't make the crust too soggy. I'm scared.
True, that's a good point.
It also looks strange. Like, it looks strange. I don't know. Like something otherworldly. But not bad. Let's taste a little. The fact that I can pick it up with my finger is alarming. It tastes totally fine though. It's like weirdly good. Like I don't know. I don't even really know what I did. So much happened. So much was wrong with that, but it still tastes fine.
You know, improvise sometimes.
Let's. Everybody keep your fingers crossed that this bakes okay. I don't even want to show you guys this going onto the crust. It's embarrassing. I'm gonna get more butter off. The good news is, after all of this is like the hard part. Then after this, we're gonna get it in the oven and cook it for like barely any time. And then we're like ready to go. We can make our freaking dessert.
Okay.
Which is like kind of a dessert, kind of. You'll see. I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'll just let you see.
Okay, shoot. That sounds fly.
Okay. That's done. So my next question for you now is, it's about fatherhood. So just tell me like what your journey through fatherhood has looked like and where you hope it's headed.
It was sudden.
Yeah.
Wrap it up if you don't like them. Okay.
Oh my God.
No, seriously.
I mean, yeah, it's a good fucking tip because a lot of people do not listen to that.
They don't really understand. I learned it the hard way, and again, that accountability comes into play. Once you kind of quit being mad, it's like, you know, no one forced you to do the funky bump, okay?
Yeah.
But I just want to be, you know, I always tell people like the only opinion I would care about is my sons. You know what I mean? Because once because some people have planned pregnancies. A lot of people have unplanned pregnancies. But once you see like, you understand like, oh, this is a real thing. You know, this isn't just like a puppy you could take back to the pound.
Yeah, like literally, you're like, this is a human being that I'm responsible for the rest of their life.
Till one of us, you know, transition up out of here. You know what I mean? So I just at the very least, you know, because when I was younger, I had crazy dreams, you know, astronaut, you know, Bruce Wayne, NBA billionaire. Now I just want to be a good father.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you so heavily. Like one of my biggest goals that I like strive for, and it sounds so, sometimes I'm like, girl, that's a little bit like maybe cocky. But like one of my biggest goals is like I want my son to be a trust fund baby.
Oh God, that ain't cocky.
No joke. Like I don't feel like I've succeeded unless that boy has some, like until he can say, it's my 18th birthday and I can finally take that money out of the bank.
Literally.
Like that's the goal. Also, I want private school educations because like you were talking about, there is that like big discrepancy with like public schools in general versus like some of the more like well-off freaking public schools.
Absolutely.
Like there's a huge difference. I was watching this video and this guy who's a teacher, he was talking about how he works with like kindergartners who are learning 4 languages. Like,
wow.
Yeah. And freaking like 4th graders who are talking about like Julius Caesar and like consciousness and
In kindergarten?
yeah, in fourth grade
Oh,
for
fourth grade.
that
I'm
one.
sorry.
But like kindergarten, he said fourth grader or kindergartners learning 4 languages or knowing 4 languages, and then like the fourth graders learning about Julius Caesar and stuff like that, and
Right.
consciousness. And so my brain, when I watched that video, I was like so heartbroken because I'm like, it's so sad that that's like the difference that that just having the bad luck of the draw of parents,
Yeah.
or location, or just not parents, because some parents are doing really, really good, and it's just not. So I don't want it to. Don't want it to come out like I'm saying that.
No.
But just like the bad luck of the draw with like what school they can afford to go to. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that it is means that I have to make it my goal
Yeah.
to make sure that he has the best version of whatever he can get.
That's the mission, you know, because you could be so far behind just being born in an unfortunate circumstance. You know, it's not like you sign an application to like, you know, I want these parents. You know,
Literally.
well, maybe you do. Some people, that's for that other stuff, you know, that other wavy consciousness stuff. But, you know, it's not like that. So sometimes you're born into a family with poverty. You can't control it.
Yep.
You know, and so I think that's a wonderful goal, you know, so it's not cocky at all. Because that's all we really want for our kids.
Literally, like I just want the best. Like I know how I feel about things I want, and so I just want to be able to give that to him. Like it's just what feels right.
So it should
This did go on, and it doesn't look that crazy.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not really upset with it. So on top of that, I'm gonna put on. I think I'm gonna go on with a little bit of sausage first.
Ooh.
I also have this here if you wanted for non-pork. It's a chicken apple sausage.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah.
If you want some, you can have it. If you don't, like, don't feel pressured to put that on your pizza.
I did.
if you don't like
I
it.
thought it was regular bacon. I was over there side eyeing.
Yeah, no. That one's good to go.
Okay.
This is regular bacon. I mean, regular sausage that I cooked last night. And I'm just sprinkling it on. I'm not putting like a shit ton on because I want it to. I'm like not really even the hugest sausage fan. I just feel like you can't really have a breakfast pizza without sausage on it.
I know. Yeah, that's blasphemy.
Yeah, for real.
Like you're a serial killer. If you
I
don't.
almost, literally, I almost made the one that's like the one that the schools make. I'll make that at another point, but I was really tempted to just go for it, go big or go home.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, let's just do full breakfast. Because honestly, genuinely, breakfast is my favorite meal. Like, not just like time of the day. I rarely eat breakfast at breakfast time. But like for dinner, like I could make breakfast for dinner and be the happiest person ever.
Literally.
Like 5 times a week.
Literally.
Be so solid. There's so many ways you can do it too. So it's not like you're like eating the same thing over and over again. I am eating the same thing over and over again because that's just who I am as a person.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have to if I didn't want to, you know, like you can do your own thing.
You can jazz it up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I put the sausage and then I'm going to put a little bit. What did I do with the cheese?
Parmesan, right? Oh, where is the
malt?
other cheese? You ran off with the cheese, man.
I did. Okay.
Tragic.
I'm going to put mozzarella cheese on top, and then I'm going to put the egg and then a little bit more cheese and then top that with bacon. And then, yeah. But we're going to talk until then, so I'm not going to keep telling them what's going on.
You good.
Are there any places, like areas in your life that you feel like people misunderstand you?
When you emotional or when you opinionated as a male, you know, you can't say as a black male, but just as a male in general, you come off as aggressive, it's scary, you know, and you know, it's not like you don't understand because nobody's perfect, you know, sometimes you gotta mess stuff up. Okay, I wanted to say something else, but
Yeah.
you know, you gotta flip
go
some
for it.
tables over sometimes, but you know, but I think people just haven't misunderstood that it's just always bitterness or stuff like that. And it's like, no, because, you know, I was, like I said, I was very timid as a child. So then when I start looking at Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, and I'm like, hold up, I think I'm the shit.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do this over here, you know what I mean? And I think once I start doing that, and this is the sweet, timid kid who's over here watching anime.
Yeah.
But then once I say, wait a minute, set those boundaries like you said earlier, then it's like, oh man, I'm scared of this guy. And it's like, the fact that you even feel that way shows where your mind is.
What's your go-to way to lay down a boundary? Like, how do you approach that conversation?
I hit him with this line right here. This is gold. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I still love you.
Period.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That establishes a boundary because I was that type of guy. Like, I'm not going to say no to you because I know what it's like to have less than, you know? But then everyone is not nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And some people really take advantage of that. They realize that you're not going to say no. And they're like, cool, I'll do that every time then. Every
time. And then you got to lay down the boundary with force, and then it becomes a bigger mess than it should have been in the first, and all you had to say was no. Literally. You know what I mean? For sure. So that's the line I hit him with, you know what I mean? And it took I didn't learn that well until my 20s, to be honest. Because I was just I didn't want anybody, like, if you were around me, it was a good time. And I wasn't even balling. But. Period. I know the vibes. If Phil come through, we kicking it, we doing something. Period. You know what I mean? But establishing those boundaries, it saves you money.
It's a soft scramble, and I feel like this is the most sensible way to get it on there without like moving all of the toppings around it.
You gotta get in there sometimes.
So yeah, yum. But I feel like you have to do soft scramble or it's gonna get like rubber in the oven.
But yeah, that's true, because it's cooking in the oven. That reads.
Okay, carry on.
Oh no, you good. No, it saves time, it saves money, and it just gives you peace of mind. You know, less space in your head. You know, you should never have anybody, the space in your head. Yeah. You know. No, for sure. I think when you set those boundaries too, it makes less room for error. So it's like, absolutely, if I say this, if you do this after I tell you that it's my boundary, then there's an issue. If I haven't told you that that's my boundary yet, then whatever. But it really like makes sure that there's no miscommunication. Absolutely, because people don't communication. That's like we learned that in kindergarten, like type deal. But they don't communicate, and they just let things ride for like months and even years. And next thing you know, she didn't set her husband on fire and wasn't asleep.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like communication is the biggest part in relationships. Like, if you can't talk to each other, you're not going anywhere. Genuinely, I genuinely don't think so.
You can't.
It's just, I don't know. I see so many relationships where like the girl will say like, even like something like, freaky. And I'll be like, girl, tell your man. And she's like, no, I can't. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Why not? Why don't telling me is not helping
Literally, you? Literally, I'm like, if he doesn't know, like, you're never going to get that fantasy.
Absolutely.
The worst he could say is, I'm not interested.
Right. The worst you can say is no. That's it.
I'm going to finish after I eat the rest of this. It's so good. I have more at my house, and I'm probably going to eat
it's good.
all of it.
It is banging.
It tastes like summertime.
I like the vinaigrette on it.
The balsamic?
The balsamic, yeah. It made it pop. Like that set it off. Like, yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and put your oven or your pizza in the oven if you'd like. Actually, let me check if there's a pan.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Because I forgot my pan.
Under the stove. Oh, underneath the stove?
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rinse it a little.
Okay. Yeah. You know, kid me would be so happy right now.
Oh my God, I'm
I
so glad to
promise.
hear that.
This is like, what is it, Tuesday? It's a random Tuesday, making pizza. You know, so it's the little things, okay? Life's not that bad, okay?
I love
You
that.
know,
That makes me so happy. Honestly, that's part of the reason I was like, you can't be sad whenever you're having your favorite childhood meal. It's just comfort. I'll dry it off too.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't get all soggy. That looks beautiful.
Yeah, you know, you could tell I was a pizza.
Yeah,
stick,
it
man.
actually looks stunning. That's crazy.
Yeah, they used to ride me paws so hard about like, no, you got to make it look presentable. Whoop whoop whoop. So I guess it kind of just
It's
stuck with
ingrained
me.
in you. Yeah. It looks beautiful.
They used to stress me out, man. They used to. Thank you.
Let me find the next question for you. Okay. We are there. Okay, so in your dating life, yes, in your dating life, what are some of the things that you're like, that's a red flag, I won't entertain that. I won't be in a relationship with this person if they kind of hold that personality trait.
I would say the main one is that just laziness. That would be because I used to be that guy, and so I know what's going through your mind.
Yeah.
I know how hard it is. You know, I know what the depression and the fighting through the trial, but I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
But I can't deal with a woman and vice versa. No woman should tolerate a man being lazy because, you know, the older you get, we're not getting younger.
Yep.
It takes money to do everything. We're not,
For sure,
we're not
facts.
kids anymore. We're not. Food, water, shelter needs to be paid for. So if you're being lazy, I can understand discouraged because you fail and then you're trying. That's a difference between just not even trying. I can't
sure.
deal with that.
Yeah.
Because you make a baby with that and you got a whole hell of a
Yeah, for sure. Because then there's so much stuff that has to be done. Like,
yeah.
it's not like an actual going out job, but it's a full job in and of itself.
I agree 110%. I would say that would be the number one trait, you know what I mean? And you know, all the others, you know, the normal stuff, you know, you still dealing with an ex. I get it, but I can't entertain you if you want to do that. You know, things like that.
Oh my God, yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, people forget, you know, AIDS and shit still exists.
Oh my God. There's
You
like
know.
epidemics right now. Like there's like STD epidemics. It's terrifying out here.
Like alarming
thank you.
numbers going crazy.
Yeah, like truly, truly, truly insane.
It's-
Insane numbers.
Like to know what's out there and to still be irresponsible like that, that's what's scary.
Yeah.
So like, you know, things of that nature, like that's why I can't deal with, that's a red flag to me. You know, also because, you know, we're grown.
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, if I'm taking the time to get to know you, that's, we got to get this money, we got to pay bills, we
Yeah.
got to maintain a way of life. So if I'm cutting a slice of that out of my life for you, you know, you got to be important.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of getting to the money, would you date a girl who does OF?
I wouldn't mind. You know, I respect, listen, disclaimer alert. You don't ever judge how a person gets their money. Long as you're not
Period.
robbing, stealing, or killing, you get it how you living, okay?
Period.
I don't mind, you know what I mean? There's you know, there's extremes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, there's extremes, but as long as, you know, it's understood and that's talked about, that wouldn't bother me.
I think that people forget that, like, we're back to the boundaries conversation, that boundaries exist. So even if you do like OF or like sex work, like whatever you do, because there's other platforms and stuff,
Yeah.
but there's always boundaries. Like if you date somebody that's like, hey, I'm not comfortable, or if you're talking to somebody that's like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this, then you know that, like, hey, that's a boundary that I can't work with.
Right.
But then also relationships, there's so many of these guys, you know, these like red pill dudes that are like, oh no, like they want to know your body count and that's like all they care about. If you tell them a number that's greater than 4, they're freaking the fuck out.
That's not realistic.
Like they are, and so those types of guys, that's what I'll get in my comments a lot of times. Like, have fun being alone forever, and I'm like,
okay, buddy.
I'm like, okay, believe whatever you like. Like they really just make their own like lives up, and
they're really in their own head. They'll just
literally, they're just like, they're honestly artists. Like they have
it's amazing.
Yeah. I feel like I might have overloaded my pizza, and we'll see how that went. Hopefully not. I par cooked the crust, so really hope that
hook that up
does something for it, because that bitch is tall. She's tall. She should have been like a deep dish.
Low key.
Yeah, she should have been a deep dish pizza, and she's on a thin crust. We're gonna see how that goes.
Okay.
We have the heavy cream, but we have lined the pizza. We've sauced the pizza already. So, shout out to the heavy cream. Thank you.
Too cute.
I'm still gonna put it in the fridge for food safety reasons. Okay, next question.
Fly away, go ahead.
Do you think that men are actually intimidated by women who are sexual and successful, or is that just an excuse? You think they actually just are kind of misogynistic?
Both.
Yeah.
You know, because they slanging that thing around for free, and it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
I was watching a video earlier, and it was actually really like, the girl was fucking cooking, honestly. And she was talking about how like this purity culture and all of that is like really, it's like strictly to make the woman like the lower chip in the bargain, because it's like you want to, if you did go like the traditional way, like, and just become a housewife, then you're doing all of the stuff, like you're looking down on OF girls, but you're doing like all of the things, but more, like, because you're also expected to like cook the meals and make sure that like you're usually at home by yourself, like you have the responsibility of all of that.
It's still a job.
Yeah. It's like you're kind of doing sex work too. Like
straight up, right? That's what it is. You know, like, but it's work.
It is a hard job. Like, it's not like, I'm not downplaying it at all. I'm a mom too, and it's a fucking hard job. But if that was all I did, I would feel like I'm still doing kind of the same thing just for like this one person. And so often nowadays, it's like women marry because they're like, I need to be set up for the future.
Yep.
So they're marrying guys that they feel like they're gonna set them up for their future, not somebody that they actually love.
Absolutely.
So they're like sacrificing that. Whereas like you really don't have to you can be successful and in a relationship and do OF. Like you can have all of those things crossed off without having to be like this cookie cutter version of like what the perfect woman is like, if that makes sense.
That's not realistic, and people know that's not realistic, you know what I mean? But it's funny because when you ask, I love the question that you asked in the beginning. I think it comes from some dudes are just not going for it. It depends on how they were raised, religious.
For sure.
But I think some dudes are just a little insecure because these shorties get into that bag doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I do agree. I do, like, some guys are just like, that's not my thing. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not judging. I'm not judging for any of it. As long as you're not being like misogynistic, then really that's none of my business.
Facts.
But I think I lost my sentence. I lost where I was headed with it. What was that? What did I talk about? Like, what was I coming back to?
You said
it's all coming back to boundaries. It's all about boundaries, guys, because I don't think there's anything wrong with like a guy and like a guy and a girl who are in a relationship, and the girl saying, "Hey, I think I want to do this job. Like, what are you down for it?" And him saying, "No, I don't like agree with it for this, and this reason." And like, you can still choose to do that, but it's just gonna make like we're not gonna work.
Yep.
I think that that's totally fine. I think that where it becomes like super problematic in my brain is these guys that will like start dating a girl that does OF, and then they're like, "Oh, she's all she wants to do is she's always on her phone and she's texting other guys. I don't care if they're paying her. Like they're taking her attention from me." And like that's where I think it's like problematic, because you're trying to change who that person already was.
Yeah, you can't come in the game and do that.
Yeah, it's like that's not really fair. I think like having the discussion and saying like, this is why I'm not comfortable with it, and then coming to that decision together, because like if it's something that the girl really does want to do, then it's like it really is a choice between like, do you want to do what's going to mentally make you feel happy, or is this relationship what's actually making you mentally feel happy? It's like, what's fulfilling you?
Exactly. And
nobody can make that choice. Like, I'm not here to judge anybody for like choosing the guy or the job, like, because I think that's the beauty of having a choice. I think so many guys though try to take the choice aspect of it away.
They don't get it. They don't get it. Look, fellas, this is what I've learned in my experience. Okay, you don't understand how often this woman has been getting hit on. All women since like the age of 15. If she is giving you the time of day, just be grateful, bro. Okay. You could listen your way into some doonies, bro. I'm telling you, you could just
literally.
Like, and I think a lot of men don't understand that. So, but you have to be like secure in yourself to even. It's like dating a stripper.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They like the exotic part about it. Like they love, she's beautiful and all of that. But they don't understand. Like it's still a job. They gotta. They gotta get cameras and sound equipment and lights and costumes and travel gas,
literally,
all type of stuff. So it's like, no, I'm not just out here having fun and just doing this just for fun, but you have to be secure in yourself as a man to even be okay with her doing that. And then it's a team anyway.
Facts. Heavy on it's a team, because like I don't know if anybody realizes this, like specifically the guys that we're referring to, like the ones that are like, no, girls shouldn't do that, like trying to take that choice away. I think that's something that they don't realize is like, strippers aren't like at the club. We're not at the club like getting turned on when we're dancing.
Facts.
Like we're sweating. We're thinking about like how the guy smells. And like how drunk he is, the fact that there's like vodka on his breath. Like we are not in any way turned on. So that is where I see it. And I'm like, okay, this is a little bit of like an insecurity, like, or just a trust thing. Because I do think that, I know that there are lots of girls, like dancers, that are in successful relationships. But then there are also girls that are dancers who have like really, really trash partners that are like kind of degrading them for it. Yeah. Instead of being like, oh yeah, we're a team. It's like really, I don't know. It's like it's very odd in my opinion. And
well, it's easy to attack that person if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're insecure. That woman being in sex work, you attacking that as low hanging fruit. You know what I mean?
For sure, so, 1000%.
Because if that was against your moral code or your compass, you wouldn't even have the courage to approach her. You see what I'm saying?
Like courage, like going off of courage and approaching her. Has there ever been a time in your life that love has made you feel more powerful or less powerful even? Like has there ever been a time that love felt like it affected your power?
In both ways, 100% both ways. And it depends on the partner. Because I've had more trash girlfriends than good girlfriends. But the ones that were good, the one that was for me, I got up, I'm happy, in a good mood. I'm getting up extra early. I done set my clothes the night before.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm exercising.
It's like motivational.
Yeah, because I want to give this person my best because I know they care about me the same way about them.
I love that.
Then on the opposite, you talking to the girl, or females, they talking to the guy, is no good, and it's just exciting and it's fun.
Yeah, literally.
And
it's a good time at least.
At least it's a good time. I'm waiting for the shoe to fall off. I don't know when, and the kind of you see it fall apart over time.
Yeah.
And that's made you feel lower than earth, underneath the ground. Because you deserve better. Why am I degrading myself?
It is so it's very much degrading yourself. Every time I think about like the fact that I was in such a like bad relationship for me, I'm like, girl, like I would never allow that kind of treatment to me now. Like I was like 18 and 18 and 23, and like after 23, you could never catch me going for that
ever.
And so I'm like, it really is just a matter of like, I did have like low self-esteem, and I was just like,
That's
not
deep.
Yeah.
A lot of
crazy.
Women are not going to admit that. Men and women.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially women in your field, they're not going to admit that.
Yeah, I just know it for a fact. Like I was just like, even if he was making me feel good in moments, but the majority of the time it was like way opposite, and I was feeling like absolute trash. And so it's like it's obvious. Like it's obvious to me that it was low self-esteem, because I'm like, I was feeling ugly because he wanted me to feel ugly.
Okay.
And so like if I felt beautiful in myself already, him wanting me to feel ugly would have been like a joke. It would have been like how it feels now. Like, okay,
Like,
try it again.
Have a nice day.
Oh my God, this looks really good.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is a beautiful pizza.
That's Instagram worthy right there.
It really is. We'll have to take some pictures when they're both done.
How many minutes was that? How would you say?
Probably like maybe 10.
About 10, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that read.
Not too crazy, but it looks really nice.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
You loaded it perfectly, honestly, as well.
Former professional pizza connoisseur.
Yeah, literally, you got
that.
that. You got the title, because that looks stunning.
Thank you.
We're gonna do our desserts now. I don't know if I've already mentioned it on camera, but I was really tired last night. I didn't feel like making a dessert, so we're gonna do some dirty sodas.
Ooh. Because
we do have the stuff to do some dirty sodas.
Dirty soda.
I think it'll be really good, and we do have the heavy cream, or the half and half. There's a sticker under this cup, and it's pissing me off.
And these are virgin dirty sodas.
Oh my gosh, yes, virgin dirty sodas. They're not that kind of dirty, because
stay in school.
I don't do that. I do lots of kinds of dirty, but not alcoholic.
That's incredible. Actually,
it is pretty crazy.
That's incredible.
I'm just like I just don't like it. It makes me feel yuck. Like I don't understand how people enjoy it. Every time I have it, I'm like, this isn't fun.
This
like,
is not fun. Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm having a good time. I start to feel like nauseous and just like
horrible,
sweaty, and like I have fun for a little bit, and the next day I'm like, that was awful. I hate that I did that.
I think I'm gonna die.
Yeah, literally. That's literally what it feels like. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a common sense thing, After a while, it's like, I'll stick to the trees. Like, literally.
Yes. Like, let me go spark up. I'll go to the bar with you, but I'm packing a little pack that has probably like 5 joints.
I'll be out back.
And
I'll be right back.
And we're going to go out to the smoking section.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen. I used to smoke cigarettes too. And so now, like, sometimes I'm like, damn, I really want to go out to the smoking section, just because I'm used to it. It's like that's what I'm used to.
Right.
And so with a joint, I don't have to miss out on the smoking section. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm getting ice. Do you want cubed or crushed?
Ooh, choices. Cubed. Look, even the refrigerator fancy. Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Give me a few more. Oop, that's good. That's good. Oh shit.
Oh, they're fighting the ice, man.
There's the ice cubes.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. It's gonna be really wet over here. It's unfortunate. I want crushed ice.
Now, does it make a difference between if it's crushed or cubed at all?
No, it's gonna taste the same.
Okay.
I just like the little, oh my gosh. I just like the little nuggets of ice.
Okay.
It's a disaster over here.
I mean, at least it's water.
There's a lot of ice. There's a lot of ice everywhere. I just don't get that. Why? You know what? Is the average glass, is everybody using water bottles? I feel like the average glass is like around that size. So
Yes.
it's just never hitting the glass.
Yeah, that was
100% of the
that was a
time.
lot of miss in the glass. I'm like,
Yeah, literally.
That boy is powerful over there.
I'm going with Diet Coke. There's also sparkling waters.
I'll take sparkling water.
Okay. Do you want black cherry or blackberry lemonade?
Ooh, I'll try the blackberry lemonade.
Heard. There you go.
Thank you.
And then what makes it dirty is
Zero sugar.
half and
Nice.
half. I have some marshmallow whipped cream.
Ooh.
Half and half marshmallow whipped cream. And then for mine, I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy.
Oh, that's what dessert
And
was
honestly,
going in.
I think you could do something cool too if you wanted. You could put some of this pineapple juice in yours, and it would be like a little blackberry pineapple lemonade.
Nice.
If you wanted to. I don't know. That's just a random thing that I thought when I was looking at it.
You got me thinking now.
But for mine, what I'm gonna do that's weird is I have this little tiny bottle of maple syrup that I got at some type of fair or festival. It's apple pie infused maple syrup. And so I'm gonna put that in because I feel like that's gonna be weird and interesting. And we're gonna see what it's like. So we can go ahead and start filling our cups up.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like it might actually hold a can of Coke
I was wondering
perfectly.
if it holds like there's still a little left. I'm like, let me see. So we might be in there. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
How many ounces is that? 12 ounce. Okay.
I'm gonna leave like a teeny tiny little bit for like flavors and stuff. So I'm gonna go in with the half and half. I have no clue how much of this shit you're supposed to use, so I'm going with my heart.
Yeah, let the ancestors tell you where.
Literally.
Let the
Diet Coke, half and half. Woo! That was more than I was expecting to come out right then. I think I'm gonna go, it looks like iced coffee. This is weird.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Can you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah, look at that setup.
That's beautiful. Wait, let me turn.
That's fly.
That's
Yeah.
insane. Okay. It looks weird. Things look weird. I'm not gonna lie. if you want to go ahead and add your half and half.
Thank
if you want
you.
to do half and half. Now I'm going to add some of this maple syrup. I'm being weird. This is so weird. I'm excited for this though.
Yeah, that's different.
Wow, that shit smells like my apple pie. That's crazy. I don't know how much. Again, just a little swirl.
There we go.
That was more than a little swirl, bitch. That's okay. That's okay. Oh my God, it might be sticky. That tastes great. Do you want some of this?
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm weird. I know.
That might be on to something though.
I'm gonna stir it with a knife. There's one for you.
Thank
I wish
you.
I'd remembered straws, but I didn't. So we're stirring it with a knife. That looks strange. I'm not gonna lick the knife because I don't want to know what it tastes like until I try it. It looks like coffee and it's gonna be so weird that when I drink it, it doesn't taste like coffee.
It's giving the iced coffee vibes, you know.
And then I have marshmallow whipped cream and I'm gonna put that on top. I'm gonna make it beautiful. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's.
Do you want some?
Yeah, thank you.
And then, just because I'm making it beautiful, I'm gonna add a little bit more of this little drizzle to the top. And then I'll show you guys what I made.
Okay, there we go. That does look good.
Ah, it's beautiful. Can you see?
That's fly. Yeah.
Honestly, this can be the thumbnail. Look.
Yeah, that's a calendar right there or something. Yeah.
It smells fantastic. You ready?
I'm ready. When you ready?
Cheers.
All right.
I'm a tapper.
Okay. That's old school right there. That's actually not bad. It's given like
I think I'm a fan of this.
a creamsicle almost kind of vibe.
Yeah. Mine is like the apple. Wow, that's freaking good. I don't know if it's like I'm getting so much apple because there's apple on the whipped cream. So I'm gonna try from this side to see if it like if I can taste it on that side. A little bit.
Okay.
Actually, on the end, totally apple pie. That's freaking crazy. I like that.
Okay.
And it's caffeinated. So like if you wanted to be a weirdo, instead of having an iced coffee every day, you can just have like a Diet Coke station. Like, yeah, I have my creamer, I have my cold foam, and my Diet Coke.
What would you name this? Like if you could order it from like a coffee shop.
Mine specifically, I would call it like a.
Oh.
I'd call it like a sweet Barbara, because I feel like Barbara has a Diet Coke, but like she, Diet Coke's not enough for her, so she makes it not diet.
So sweet.
Barbara, if you're on here, tell me if you actually would drink this, because if you would, I think that's so funny.
Might be onto something. Okay.
It's very good. Honestly, I wish I had brought the heavy cream, because I feel like with heavy cream, it probably makes it like a different texture. Like it probably makes it a little bit richer.
Yeah.
And so I would want to try that. So
That reads.
this conversation means that when I go home tonight, I'm probably going to have another one of these since I have all of the stuff for it.
Yeah, you got all the ingredients now.
That looks so good.
Yeah. 2 for 2.
Maybe a little toasty, but delicious nonetheless.
Oh yeah, look at that.
There's mine, guys.
Oh wow.
It looks really good. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question and then we can start cutting the pizzas.
For sure. Fire away.
Sorry, I lost where my thought process was on
Hey,
here.
take your time. Take your time. Ain't no rush.
Oh, I remember now. What is something that you went through as a child that still impacts who you are today?
Oh wow. Probably just being an outcast. You know, when you're younger, you don't understand. You confused. You know, you don't really fit in.
For sure.
You know, why? Like, I'm talking nowhere. I remember specifically being in health class in like the 4th grade, really learning about cliques. That was like so eye-opening as a small child. Because then you look around, okay, you got the goth clique and the nerd clique and the athletic clique. You got the fast girls over here.
Yeah,
you got
it's like, where am I? Which one am I with?
And that, it was eye-opening as I got older. And as I got older, I learned that, it's better to be that way. Less trouble, all type of stuff.
1000% for sure.
Keeps you focused because, 99% of the bullshit we go through is just being distracted. Because you wanted to fit into that clique.
Oh my God, yeah. So much of the drama is just people that you want to be friends with. And
they losers, So that's probably something that's impacted me up to even right now. I had to learn it the hard way because, I used to be in everybody's face all the time. But then that gets old and that comes with time. You just mature, and you realize you actually want to start doing something with your life. And I can't do that if I'm hanging out with, Jim, Bob, and Earl every day.
The same people that, something that I realized, I was like, sometimes I need to like really process what I want and from certain things, from certain situations, because like, I remember I told one of my friends that I really want, I think it was like probably something stupid, like, I don't know. I think I just had said like, hey, I want to hang out. Like, if you guys are hanging out soon, just hit me up and like, I'm gonna pull up, and then they like hung out and I didn't get an invite. And so my feelings were hurt and I was like so sad for a second.
Oh no.
And then while I was sitting there, I was like, why the fuck am I sad right now? I was like, they went to the bar last night. You don't drink?
I used.
You had work to do.
I used to.
Yeah, like you have work to do. It doesn't like, it's not making or breaking you.
Yeah.
That you didn't get to go get drunk with some people.
Thank you.
Like that's like the last thing on my mind. Honestly, like I was like, why are you even sad about this?
Like really upset too. Like
it's like this is like not.
Then got ready, sitting there, you wait. Yeah,
Literally.
It's all about getting your priorities straight, and that takes longer for some than others.
For sure it does. And like those people, like I am still like, I'm not gonna like not be friends or anything like that, But it is like at a certain point, you do kind of start to like damn, I want. Where are my friends at that are gonna be like me? Like where are my friends when are my friends coming that wanna like go do something? I don't know, like
let's film a skit.
Yeah, yes. Let's film a skit or like why don't we sit here and write down our goals together? Like where are those friends at?
Let's come over and do a vision board.
I do have one like one now, and I'm so happy about that.
Solid.
Like literally a blessing in disguise.
That's solid.
And literally, Do you mind if I cut your pizza?
No, do your thing.
Okay.
Cut away.
And literally, it's so funny because I always, well, like right before I met her, I made a post on Facebook and I was like, when is my business friend coming that wants to travel and be cute and do fun friend stuff, you know?
Right.
And literally, like, I met her like probably 2 weeks after I made that post.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, well, that answers that question.
Okay. That's what's up. That's dope.
For sure.
Yeah, you got to have like-minded people with you.
For sure.
You know, birds of a feather, they truly do, you know, flock together.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was just something like my auntie or my grandma would say all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but
I hate that, like, some, like, those red pill guys again, those freaking, I hate them. But they have turned the birds of a feather saying into something so, like, they've made it damn near incoherent because, like, nobody wants to listen to that shit anymore. Because they'll say it to girls who want to go out with their friends. Like, they'll be like, oh, you want to go hang out with your friends? Birds of a feather. And I'm like,
what does that mean?
Yeah, bro, I want to go. I don't even drink. So, like, what feather am I on? What are we talking about?
What feather, bro?
Like, what is happening?
Absolutely. You know, they just take it and run with it. You know, it's also clicks too. You know, it's that.
For sure.
That's the thing. You know, so you got to be a little extreme. You know, just because I'm going out with my homegirls don't mean I'm being a whore.
Literally. And if that is what I'm doing, you're probably doing something very wrong. Like, because I'm not that type of person.
You better, hey, free game. Free game, fellas.
If you want to come grab your pizza, and I'll grab a slice of mine. Which one do I want?
You can grab that one right there. Ooh, this looks beautiful.
Wow, there was a really good cheese pull there, guys. I should have showed it to you.
Ooh.
Actually, here, I'll do another piece so you can see. Can you see it?
Ooh.
Good one.
Yeah, that was fire.
Okay. Ready? You can go back to your spot.
All right.
Feel free.
Excuse me.
Does it look like something you would have been eating as a child?
More so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the sausage, the apple sausage would have been regular sausage type deal.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know what you think about that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's banging.
That's breakfast on pizza. Oh my. I'm so happy with that. Even with the weird sauce, guys. Do you feel like a kid? Is it hitting your inner child just right?
Yes.
Mine is. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm about to go watch Dragon Ball at 8:30.
That's literally the vibes. You know, I was like a cooking channel, so
Nice.
I feel like I'm about to go put on some Rachel Ray and tell her how good I did on my pizza.
Love her show.
Yeah, me too. That is all we have for today, though. So can you tell our followers, our listeners, where they can find you, where they can learn more about you?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram, Phil_good95, and on there you'll see the links to my SoundCloud. SoundCloud link is Phil_good1. That's the number 1. That's where you can find some of my music. So those are the 2 platforms.
And if you can tell, like, the one group of people who you want your audience to be, like the people who you want to come click on that link, what is a message that you think that they will find in that link?
Just the ramblings of an everyday guy. You know, I think that a lot of times you think to be in this space you have to be extraordinary, and you do to some degree, but it's just stories of everyday life, you know, sorrow, love, pain, hate, loss, happiness, all type of stuff. So if you moved by just the underdog in a way, or just everyday normal stuff, you'll like what I got to offer.
Thank you so much for coming on today.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining Dysfunctional Kitchen.
This was tight.
And I'm going to see you guys next week. Bye.